Medical bills have gotten a bit out of hand. They can be ridiculously expensive. But what you need to remember before you start paying those medical bills is that the people that make them are human. They make mistakes. They might type in something incorrectly. So before you overpay what you're supposed to, I'm going to show you some smart things that you can do before you pay your medical bills. I'm Ashley. I'm a blogger at The Frugal Ginger, where I love sharing tips to help you run your family and your finances more effectively and efficiently. If you're interested in learning more about that, make sure to subscribe to this channel and also check out the blog at frugalginger.com for more tips. Once you receive a medical bill in the mail for any kind of treatment that you got, whether it's a doctor's office or a hospital, there are some things that you can do to make sure you're not overpaying and save yourself some money, and sometimes even a lot of money in the long run. Right when you get the bill, when you open it up, make sure to check that your name, your address, your date of birth, social security, everything is correct. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten a medical bill where they misspelled my name. Instead of spelling Ashley A-S-H-L-E-Y, they would spell it A-S-H-L-E-E. And so when they sent that information into my insurance company, my insurance denied the claim because they don't have anybody with that spelling of name. So those are the very first things you want to look and check and make sure it's correct before you go down the rest of the bill. You also want to make sure that your hospital or doctor's office did indeed run it through your insurance company. I received a bill one time for $500 and I was so confused why I owed so much. And I saw that they simply just didn't send it to the insurance company. So when I called them up, asked them to run it through, then they said, yeah, it went through, now you just owe $20. $20 and $500 is a huge difference. So make sure that they did in fact run it through the insurance company. Once all of that is correct and you know it's all good to go, see if you have an itemized list of everything that you received during your treatment. If you don't, call up the office of the hospital and ask them to send you one, and sit down and go line by line exactly what you were charged for, and make sure that you receive that treatment or that medication or whatever it is. And you also want to look at the quantity. Make sure you weren't charged twice for something that you only received once. A good way to help you keep track of this in the future is to take either a small notebook with you to write down exactly what your doctor's treatment recommendations are, any kind of medication he's going to give you or prescribe you, so you have all that written down. If you don't have a notebook with you, another good option is to just record the entire doctor's visit on your phone. So you'll have that as a recording, and when you go to sit down and check your itemized list, you have it in your recording. He can or she can go through and tell you exactly what's being prescribed or the treatment that they're going to recommend for you. And then you can look at your bill and make sure everything lines up correctly. Now, another thing you want to look for on your actual medical bill are the billing codes. Now, hospitals and doctors will use billing codes to send to the insurance company, and that's how they approve or deny your claim. Now, depending on what the billing code is, your insurance may or may not approve the claim. So you want to make sure that the billing codes are the right codes. You can go to a website called findacode.com, enter your billing code and see what treatment that pulls up as, and if you did in fact have that treatment, or if the billing code is wrong and you didn't have that treatment. So if the code is wrong, you can call up the office of the hospital, say, hey, I noticed that this code is for this particular treatment that I didn't receive, but the one that I did receive is not on the bill, so I think the code's wrong. Can you redo it and then send it again to my insurance company? Now, once you've gone through all that and your bill is still a crazy amount that maybe you can't afford to pay in full, there are some ways that you can negotiate a little bit with your, especially hospitals, but maybe doctor's offices. And then these are also some things that you can do for future visits as well before you even go. You can go to a website called healthcarebluebook.com, and it will give you some price ranges of what a reasonable price is for certain treatments. If you see that you were charged maybe double or triple of what a reasonable price is, you could call up the hospital or office and see if you can negotiate a lower price. And this may depend on where you live as well, but I know some people are able to get cheaper options for medical treatments in different parts of the country, but it will at least give you a negotiating starting point. Hopefully that will help lower your bill a little bit. But you can also ask if they give discounts if you pay a payment in full. Sometimes they may be able to lower your bill even more. Or if you can't do that, maybe you could ask for a payment plan. You can see if they'll let you do a payment plan without any interest to be paid on it. If it's paid within 6 months, maybe even a year. But that's another way that you can save. So I hope that by using a few of these tips, you're able to protect yourself and your finances a little bit more as far as maybe some medical bill errors go. And now that you know what to look for and kind of what to do on your next visit, I hope that saves you some money too. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe below, and I will see you next time.